Haley, beyond all reasonable doubt, is deceased. The FBI knows it, Orange County knows it, Cindy and George know it, and most of all, Casey, the perpetrator of her death, knows it.
That was bounty hunter Leonard Padilla. Nancy Grace, welcome back to our very special issues presentation. I just finished an exclusive primetime interview with Casey Anthony's defense attorney, Jose Baez, but he's decided to stick around to see what our expert panel has to say about what he said. We're discussing shocking new details we found out in terms of what the defense case might be. Back to my fabulous panel, Stacey Honowitz. I want to get to final thoughts. I mean, let's try to put this upcoming trial in perspective. How big is it going to be? Some people say it's going to be the trial of this century. As you look back at, for example, the O.J. Simpson case, the Michael Jackson case, other huge cases, where is this going to land in the pantheon of cases?
Well, this is right up there, Jane. You know, you've been covering it, other media outlets have been covering it, and certainly everybody wants to know what happened in this case. We have been consumed with her actions, what's been done with the videotapes, with her parents, and so the nation will be really honed in on watching this case. It will be very large. It will be very big. Jose does have his hands full. You know, this was a very big undertaking. He's got a big team around him. And so we're just going to have to see what plays out, what motions are filed, what comes up, what evidence is admitted. You know, actually, we're getting a ringside view right now because we do discuss a lot of this on the air. People are fascinated.
But Jane, again, I have a question, though. I have a question as to why he even agreed to this interview. Because what did we learn from him? You specifically asked him. No, but you asked him about her actions, and he says, I can't really speak about my client's actions, but we noticed she was out partying. We noted it took her 30 days to report her child missing. We know that she said a nanny did it who doesn't exist. He may not want to have to answer that question, but guess what? The state is going to be introducing that as consciousness of her guilt.
All right, so guess what, Judge?
To form an answer.
I'm going to toss it back to Jose Baez to give him the final word. This is our special interview with him, so take it away. You got about 45 seconds.
Well, is there a question here?
Well, I mean, you just heard, you were just ripped, actually, by Judge Mills. So what's your response to their criticisms that perhaps maybe you're, I don't want to interpret, but grandstanding, perhaps?
You know, initially...
Grandstanding, that's a good one.
Well, I don't think there's any grandstanding going on here. I mean, obviously, you're going to have your critics. You're going to have people who disagree with the decisions you make. I learned a long time ago, with this type of a case, you just can't take yourself seriously, and if you do, then you'll lose your mind.
So why did you
better take yourself seriously? Because your client's looking at death. You better take yourself seriously in this case.
No,
all right. Well, let's give Jose the final word.
No, I'm talking about as to whether to take it personal or not. Mm-hmm. I don't think for anyone to suggest that I'm not taking this case seriously, it's ridiculous.
I think that is ridiculous. I think you are taking it very seriously, and I don't think anybody should attack you personally. You're doing a job, and I want to thank you again for
no problem.
coming on, Jose, and hopefully we'll talk to you as this progresses. Thank you, fabulous panel, for joining me as we delve into the Casey Anthony case with her attorney, Jose Baez, in our special Issues presentation. You are watching Issues on HLN.